Good morning, people of the grid. It's -3 Celsius here in Jasper. Yeah, you can see your breath. I just dropped off my gear over at the car so that I can go check out. Still got the conference to be at today, so I'm going to do that. And then I've got the long trip home, and this one's going to be interesting in the Tesla. I don't think we'll have any problem, but I do probably 3 hours prior to departure time because it's only a 30 amp charger. And I need at least 65-70 kilometers to top up the car to full. I'll start that about 3.5 hours before I'm supposed to go. That'll charge up the battery to full. It'll also warm the battery so that I've got an optimal battery pack for departure, and I'm gonna heat up the cabin super hot. But until then, conference. All right, guys, my sessions are done. It's time to hit the road. There's some cloudiness over there. I'm wondering if that's not going to throw some snow on the road. If it does, it's no big deal. I started the car charging. Started it actually at 11:30, and it runs at 32 amps, which gives me 32 kilometers an hour. So I thought, oh yeah, in about 2.5-3 hours, I'll be set. But I forgot that it tapers off as it gets closer to 100. So it's balancing the pack and it slows down, all that stuff. So I'm kind of leaving here pretty much with what I left Calgary with on my way out here, knowing that the way back is going to be harder than the way here, because I think there's more of a climb on the way back. I'm definitely lower elevation here than even in Calgary, so I'll be fine. I'm just going to do the same thing I used to get out here, which is do the speed limit. So we'll have a look at what the range is telling us we're going to make it with, and then that's what we're going to shoot for. My backup plan: stop in Field, BC at that Yoho Visitor Center and Chatamo charge up there, only if I need to. I don't think I will. I think in the first hour, it's a steady climb up. I'll probably lose a fair bit there, but then I'm kind of plateauing and just doing, the regular up and down stuff. So yeah, we're at 395, which is, I think it's 5 kilometers less than what I left for Calgary on my way out here. And yeah, we should be good. Going to the supercharger in Canmore. It's only 315 kilometers. And it says that we are going to get there with 5%, which is kind of tight. We're just starting out. 5%. That's tight, but I think it'll go up. Well, it needs to go up. It must get better. Let's see what happens. All right, got some stuff to eat for the road trip, and I'm underway now. After I left the Jasper Park Lodge, the Fairmont there, I turned on range mode. It's warm enough in the car because I preheated it, so I've turned off heat as well. And now it's telling me I've got 18% on arrival, so it's gone up quite a bit. And we're just going to do the speed limit all the way to Canmore. Should not be an issue. Well, it's looking good so far. We're making our way. Range is looking good. I'm picking up range as I go. That 999 kilometers of projected, that's nice, but you know it's not true. The number that is true Is this one under trip, which says we're going to make it with 20%. That's the comforting number. Making it with 20% of buffer, I'm feeling pretty good about that. You know what, I got to tell you guys, I've been driving the Tesla now for over 4 years. I've never actually done a trip where I've done the speed limit the whole way. Now, I don't have wind against me. I don't have a wet road. I don't have slush on the road. It is cold out there, but I'm getting exactly what the car predicted I would get. So in perfect conditions, that's pretty decent. I mean, you can count on that, and that's going through mountains. It's factoring hills into the equation here. So I almost wonder if they haven't added factoring wet road and maybe slush as well, because that's a little different from when we first got the car. So very, very impressed. This car never fails to impress. It's awesome. The drive is nice, the weather is nice, the scenery, you gotta see this. I mean, the video doesn't do it justice. You just have to be here. It's incredible being in the middle of all of this. It's awesome. Well, the drive's going good. I'm coming up on Lake Louise, which is an amazing ski hill out here. They have, I think, 1 or maybe 2 chargers for EVs. There's a Tesla one for sure, and I think there's a J17, or maybe it is a J1772. I've never been there, but there's a number of people from our Tesla owners of Alberta that have been there, and they've gone snowboarding, skiing, and used the charger. So if you need one, that's one place you could stop. And then there's the other stop that's in Field, BC, and it's called Yoho National Park at the Visitor Center, which I've also never been at, and I won't go on this trip because I don't need to. I'm in a good place. I'm going to make it over to Canmore. That's where I'm going to charge up for the final leg back home to Calgary, which is a really easy one. I'm in range mode, and I'm not running heat because the sun is out, and I heated up the car so toasty warm that I'm opening the window every once in a while just to cool it off in here because it just heats up too much. So I don't need heat. So that's kind of giving me a little bit of an advantage. That's not really a big deal because it's kind of negligible, but it does make a bit of a difference. So yeah. Oh, look at this lake up here. Wow. It's amazing. It's really amazing. What a nice day. I'm gonna have to come back here with everybody. Maybe we'll do a Jasper trip later this summer, maybe in the fall. We'll see. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's a charger at Lake Louise, there's a charger at Yoho National Park, and there's a charger at Banff, and those are all before you get to the supercharger in Canmore. So yeah, there's lots of plan Bs. Back when we got the Tesla, there was only Canmore, so you would have to go from Canmore straight over to Jasper. So it's doable. Look at that lake. So I figured it out. It's not just doing the speed limit. I mean, usually I do 5 over. That's not the thing that's really giving me the amazing utilization. Like I've got 169 watt hours per kilometer. That's my average for the past 250 kilometers. That's phenomenal. You know what the difference is that I'm letting the car do the driving. So this whole trip, I've done it on autopilot. So I grab the wheel, I hold the wheel, but the big difference is I'm not stomping on it, because normally when I drive, I'll do the speed limit, and then every once in a while to pass somebody, I'll step on it, and I'll step on it fast or use a lot of power just to pass somebody quickly, and then I'll let it come back down. And then I step on it, and then I let it come back down. And then there's a hill, so I step on it to pass the person on. And I do that. You do that enough times over a trip, you make a significant impact to your range. That's my normal driving profile. So this is, like I said, it's really different for me because that is the one thing that I am not doing, is I am not consuming power very, very quickly. When you step on it, the car unleashes all the power it can and it moves like crazy, but you lose that. You can't regen that. So I'm still amazed. Like, I'm amazed that it's made that much of a difference. This is the best case eco mode drive that I have ever done. Yeah, yay me.
So I'm on my bike ride back home from school, and it's like plus 13 out, just a little bit of wind, might rain later, but other than that, it's pretty darn good day. So let's make the most of it and see you back home. So far, nothing bad has happened yet, you know, just normal bike ride. I'm taking a break here, getting like a small drink of water, and well, I'm at the Pokestops. So just like Dad said when we did the Saturday practice bike ride. So yeah, thanks Dad for telling me and reminding me to stop here. So I'm home now and nothing bad happened. But in the morning, my gear thing, like the chain, went off. So like minor setback, but other than that, everything went smoothly. The ride, like right now, it was fine too, and yeah, overall very nice ride. Very windy, not cold at all, so yeah, that was fun. Gonna do it again for sure.
All right, guys, we made it, and we made it exactly, well, we did better than what the car originally predicted. Check this out. So look at that. I still got 143 kilometers of rated range left. Over here, it's saying 86. And for the trip, we started out at 5%, and look at that. We climbed all the way up to 21%. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. So I'm going to plug in here into the supercharger, go grab a bite to eat, and then whatever the car's at when I'm done, I'll have plenty of range to get back home. So there's a whole bunch of bunnies running around Canmore, but there's like 3 or 4 of them hanging out over by the light runner. I think because we're charging up, it's giving off a little bit of heat. So they're trying to get some of that residual heat. It's cold out here. I think it's snowing over there in the mountains. Like, look at this. Yeah, see that? I think it's dumping some snow up there. Careful there, bunny. You're gonna get electrocuted. Look at that. It's looking pretty good. %. Yeah, picked up some good range. Okay, those bunnies are so cute. Made it home. Everybody's here except Amelia, who is up at band camp. Got the car out on the driveway, had plenty of range, and we're ready for the rest of the week. So that was an awesome trip. Miker?
And Melissa?
Out.